there. Hello and welcome to our Facebook Live. This is it. We're live now.
Live on Facebook. Hi, guys.
Well, we have actually been live for an hour prior to this, haven't we?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. If you have hopped across onto social media on the back of the show that we've just had, thank you so much. It's been good to have your company, and it's even better to have you here with us live at Facebook. But the nice thing is, this is your opportunity to interact with the lovely Amanda and ask any questions that you would like to ask. I know you're already commenting. I will have a look at the tablet in a few moments. If there's anything that you need to ask, just type a little question in there, and I will pose that question to our lovely Amanda. And with a little bit of luck, you might be able to answer it.
I'll try my best.
But we are here because we're going to be demonstrating. We're demonstrating with a set of stamps that we had featuring during your shows earlier on, 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch on rewind, as you can do for the 3 o'clock hour that we've just come off air from. And those shows will be on our schedule for 60 days. So if you've not actually invested in these items, you can jump onto the website, find them, and safely go back and see those wonderful demonstrations that we had earlier.
Excellent.
But working with Celeste on this occasion.
I know. She's
Can I
gorgeous.
show everybody what we're up
Can.
to?
Yeah, that's what we're going to try and recreate.
Isn't that pretty? And I love this because you've got that gorgeous fairy-like design. Now, if you're familiar with Lavinia stamps, this you only need to look at this and you know it's a Lavinia stamp.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
Definitely.
beautiful.
The
But what
detail
gorgeous
gives
design.
it away.
Doesn't it just?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So what do we need to do to get started?
Right, we need to mix some brushos. I've done
Okay.
it already because I needed it for the programme earlier. So a lot of people have seen me do this with inks,
Okay.
direct to matte. I'm just going to double check because I have a
Who's that?
sneaky suspicion that all that brayering earlier,
Oh, you still got a little bit of green there.
I've just seen it just in time. That
Well,
could
I'm
have
glad
done
you
it.
spotted it now, because
Right.
that would have been a bit of a surprise.
It
wouldn't
would. So what I want nice and clean, because we're going to go brushos.
Okay. Now, brushos are usually in a powder form.
That's right, yeah, they're a
So just
crystal.
added a bit of water.
Lots of water. We're
Okay.
keeping it soft.
Okay.
You don't have to have them. They can be a bit too harsh.
Mm-hmm.
So this softens them down quite a bit.
Okay.
So another splash.
Lovely.
And I find it doesn't matter what colours. People always ask me, how do you choose that colour? What colour goes
Yeah.
with this? What colour goes with that? And I always say, just think of a meadowland in the summer. You've got all the colours all together.
That's true.
So try
actually.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's personal preference, but I think they all work together still.
Wonderful.
So we've loaded up the craft mat.
I'm just trying to find us on here. I think I've just got to refresh. I'm not the most technical of people. I'm not going to lie, but hopefully we'll have something pop up in a few moments.
I'm going to spritz my card. This is the multifarious. It's really strong. It loves water. Yeah. So you can have a good dip.
Wonderful. Now, of course, this is cardstock that we were featuring in the shows earlier on. You potentially will find it on Facebook as well. I'm not quite sure how these things work, I'm not going to lie. But of course, you have got the Lavinia stamp section on our website, so if you do shop by brand, I'm sure you'll be able to find them that way.
So I've gave us a base coat, and I'm going to go in wet on wet. Normally we dry each layer out, but to get that beautiful speckled,
Oh, that's so soft.
and this way you could. Brushos are really tricky to control,
Okay.
so I try not to. I find that's the
Easier to
easiest plan.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Lovely. Now, we've got some fabulous comments coming through. I have managed to load the page. So, Fee, Scott and Smudge the cat are watching as well.
hello,
So, Sue's been loving picking it and the toadstools and the mushrooms. Trish Gregory, hi, it's good to have your company. Ellie Stringer's watching, and the lovely Tom as well. I loved your card in the last hour. That was amazing.
The whole design team.
Yeah, they've been brilliant. Yeah, Vanessa, Sandra, Alison, Jane Telford as well. Good to have your company there as well, and Sam as well. Don't forget, if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask, then just pop them in that comment box and I will pick them up and ask Amanda.
So,
Oh, that's lovely.
see how it's softer?
Yeah, but those colours are kind of, although they have merged a little bit, you can still see the difference of
Yeah.
the colours. They've not gone muddy.
Yeah. They would if I smooshed, I think the
Okay.
technical term is. If I rubbed it through the ink a lot, I would. It would. It'd go too much.
Now, if you joined us during the 3 o'clock show, you'll know that we were making up our own words as the hour went on. I think smoosh is another
Smoosh.
one of those.
No, I've heard that before. I have.
smoosh.
Yeah.
Smoosh.
I think I might have learnt that watching Hochanda.
Oh, see. I wonder who smooshed before then.
Leonie, probably.
But yeah, it sounds like a Leonism, doesn't it?
So I'm going to add some more colour. So you can keep going. You don't have to go mad. And I'm going to just blot that out. I was saying earlier, if I didn't catch the TV programme, brush shows are quite strange. When you splash them on top and then blot, it leaves the colour behind, but just almost a fake bleach
Yes, yeah.
in the background. And it really surprised me. When I first saw that, I thought, oh,
Very effective.
I like testing things, and I think it's where a lot of people miss out. You know, get something new, play with it.
No, that's a good point.
Play with it.
Yeah.
Right, so now we're going to come on.
Beautiful Celeste.
She's huge, isn't she? So remember, when you use these large silhouette stamps, your first job is to ink it up well. Now, my friend V would say you have to stamp it. That's a V
say.
stamp, yeah?
Okay.
You have to get musical.
I like that idea. I'll name that tune.
Yeah. But that does help release the ink beautifully. So we're going to pop her down.
Love that. We've been joined by Sarah. Wesley's tuning in as well. Lisa, thank you. It's good to have. Could you come?
Hi, Wesley, Sarah.
I love this comment. Tom says, your face was a picture when you opened the Diamond Gatefold card, Hayley. I wasn't expecting that at all. Amazing. We've got a question as well from Sue saying, do you have the Lavinia glitters so we can see the colours? I hate to choose just from the pictures.
I have one.
Have
I
you?
have one with
We've got-
me.
yes.
Which is that we're going to use that in a little
Okay,
while.
this one's the moon dust, so I don't know if this is the one that you're referring to. But the moon dust, you kind of got an amalgamation of lots of different colours featuring here. Some gorgeous greens, as you can see, the lovely golds, and a fabulous kind of dusky pink in there as well.
There's 2 different size glitters in there,
Oh, okay.
so you get quite a different effect.
Yes, yeah.
With the
Oh,
shine.
you mean like the grittiness or the
Yeah,
powder light?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I see, right.
Grades, I think they call them in glitter.
That sounds so much more professional, doesn't it? I'm going to steal that word from you.
Great.
So I don't know whether that helps, Sue, but that's the only glitter that we've got to hand at the moment. So apologies if it doesn't, but other than that, wasn't it a lovely glitter?
It's gorgeous, it really is. You know, I never used to like glitter, but I'm getting there. See, instead of fake bleach, it's actually took out the other colours
Beautiful.
and left that behind. I'm going to dry that off.
Lovely. Okay.
Before we start stamping, never try and stamp on a damp card.
Oh, wonderful. What else have we got here? Oh, Celia is so right. Lovely effect for a background there. Ellie's loving the demonstrations. And yeah, they're all giving you, yes, lots of praise, Tom, as well, for your card as well. So, loads of you watching. It's really good to have your company. And don't forget, we've just come off air. We've been on air 3 till 4 o'clock with Lavinia stamps. And again, Amanda was here at 10 o'clock this morning. So you can go back and watch on Rewind. So if you have just joined us, maybe you've just stumbled across Hochanda as you've been browsing the internet. It's good to have your company. And we'd like to bring you these regular slots on a Friday, particularly around 4 o'clock. You'll be able to see our fabulous Facebook Lives. And today it's the turn of Lavinia stamps and Amanda.
Cool, so much fun. Now this is something most people won't do.
Okay, right.
We're going to use a permanent ink and a sponge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little scary. I know. So let's have a bit of scrap. Because we don't want too much ink.
Okay.
So straight in the permanent ink. We'd normally only use this for stamping. But I wanted to show that you can actually, again, go very, very gentle.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Very gentle over the edge.
Again, from the centre to the outside.
Yeah, always.
Now, because it's permanent, I'm guessing that you're not going to be able to wash it off anything. It's going to be there.
If we splash this again after, it'll stay there. So any time you want to use water, but you want to leave the effect, then use permanent.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So it won't move. It's does what it says on the tin. Stays
Now,
permanent.
Incidentally, all the colours that we're working with, the brushos, the ink pads, they are all available on the web. Oh my goodness, look at that. All available on the website. And of course, if you do go back and watch the show on Rewind, you will be able to see those item numbers and the prices as well. Jane, I think you're asking a question as well. Hold on. So Jane, really enjoyed both shows. Thanks, Amanda, for your inspiration. I have a lot of Lavinia stamps and love them. 3 exclamation marks worth of it. Love
Beautiful.
that. What do you put in the top of your brush pot? She noted a kind of pin in there.
Ah,
I see. Yes,
good
so you
question.
have.
I like that.
Very observant, I have to say. Interested to know, as I've not put anything in my pinched hole brushes, will that affect them? Oh, I don't know what that means.
Well, I used that A to seal it up so the damp doesn't get in.
Okay. So do they come with a little hole in them?
No, they don't. You make the hole. I always leave the seal on.
Right.
And make the hole using the same pin, and then that pin will close that gap.
Can I just turn that around so you can see there that you've not broken the seal there? So that's just as it's arrived, and then you've made a little hole.
A pepper hole, yeah.
Oh, it's like a little shaker.
That's
little
right.
salt shaker.
And if you look carefully, you'll see that that's sunburst lemon, and I've used the yellow pin.
Up here for thinking, down there for dancing. I
Now,
like that idea.
When I ran out of those pins, and I thought, well, I need to see from the top. Yeah, well, what I decided to do, look.
Oh, right. So is
It's
that the
colour
actual
swap,
colour
yeah,
from
that's
the brusher?
Yeah.
Clever idea.
Right,
like
now
that
I've made
idea.
a big mess.
Well, perfect opportunity for me to have a little look because we've got more questions coming through here. So thank you. Lovely getting some fabulous questions. When you use the brushos with the brush, what do you use to make the splash dots? Hope that makes sense.
Splash dots, yeah, it does perfectly. I use a fan brush.
Oh,
and we've
that's
got
the one
one.
that-
That's it.
There you go. So that's the fan brush that you were using.
So-
we have actually got a set where you are going to get the fabulous card that you've been working with, and your 3 brushos and your little fan brush. I've not got the details because it's not that kind of section here. So jump onto the website, you'll be able to find those as well. And you've got a very neat hairpiece.
Yes, well, you know.
So that's very glamorous.
Needs must and all that.
Another use there. And Celia's saying, when you say permanent ink, do you mean an archival ink?
Type, yes, it is Versifine.
Okay.
Versifine, archival is a brand name, just like Versifine is a brand name.
Okay, perfect. There you go. So you're archival. We've also got a new viewer here, and Evelyn's not joined us on a Facebook Live before.
Hello, Evelyn.
You've been missing all the fun, Evelyn. We have loads of fun on a Friday at 4. It's our Facebook Live. It's all the Fs. So, Facebook 4, and well, Live hasn't got an F in it, but you know what I mean.
This, I love the curve that Tracy's put on these pine cones.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So many uses for this. I've got so many ideas. I'm surprised I can remember anything.
Oh, bursting with ideas.
Yeah. Keeping them in there.
Now, Marina's asking about the brushos. You've diluted the brushos down with your water. What sort of ratio do you use?
I can show you probably better than
Sounds
telling
good.
you. So if I get one of my new pots out, these are nice and clear, so you'll see.
Excuse me. Just grab a glass of water.
Yeah, no problem. It's a clear pot, so hopefully you'll be able to see. And if I use one of the dark ones, so this is the purple.
Okay.
So all I do is take my pin out, and you see that little tiny. I don't know if you can pick that up.
Oh, can I take that for you? Oh gosh, that's a tiny amount.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know how to show you because it's such a smidgen.
It is the tiniest amount. Oh, there you go. You can just see the powder in the bottom.
Let's see if I've got something white I can stand that on. Is that any better? Ooh. I'd probably put less salt, more salt on my chips.
Yeah,
I have to say.
I
There's
bet
a
most
tiny
people
amount
would.
there.
So that little tiny amount,
Yes.
mixed with water. Look how much water I've used
Oh my
there.
goodness, that whole pot. Wow.
And that's the sort of ratio. And look,
Oh my goodness.
so
Let me just show you. Can you see that?
your
That
brushos
is
will
that.
go an awful long way if you treat them right.
Yes. Oh, thank you for doing that. Good
No
question
problem.
as well.
That's a good
Thank
question.
you.
Yeah, they go an awful long way. They really do. gosh, I've had these for, I'd hate to think, it's got to be 6 years.
But that's nice because obviously many of us, well, pretty much all of us are on some sort of a budget when it comes to getting your elements. And we were talking about this earlier on. As long as you invest in good quality, not only stamps and your cardstock and also things like your brush shows, you really can go a long way with all these items.
And it is the quality. You know, there's cheaper items out there, there's cheaper stamps, there's cheaper things that you can use. But to be honest, if you want it to look good, then it's like food, it's like cooking. You've got to use the good ingredients. Yeah.
And you know, the thing that we all do, and I'm sure we're all victim of this, is when sometimes you do new technique, and if you've scrimped on the quality, you don't get the results, but you blame yourself. You think it's you.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily, it's down to the quality of what you're working with. So, yeah, there you go. That's
I always
what's
tell
always
people
about.
to start with what they've got.
Yes.
So whatever you've got there already, learn it, try it, play with it. With lots of different cards, lots of different inks, find what's best for you.
Yes.
What works for you.
Yeah, it's a good advice.
And when you've done that, then the sky's the limit. You know, you'll find your work improves, your excitement of doing it. You don't lose your mojo. Yeah.
I love that. Lots of you joining us again during this hour. It's, well, I say hour, I don't know how long we're going for, to be honest.
I don't know.
We won't be any
I've
more
nearly
than
finished
an hour.
this one.
Oh, have you? Oh, right. OK, well, we'll see where we go
I
from
might
there.
be able to find some more card though.
Now, Mario's asked a question as well with regard to the brush shows and the fan brush. You're asking her about whether you dip it into the water and then into the brush shows. You were actually using that diluted formation that you made, so it's kind of the paint that had been made from the brush shows in the water that we saw. Then the fan brush gets dipped in there, and then that's kind of splattered. Yes. That's how you're doing it
I do clean my brush in between when I change colours, because otherwise you're going to start mixing your colours. It'll start everything will go brown. Yep,
that's true. That is true. Lots of you didn't realise about our Facebook Lives. Oh, yes. Make sure that you do tune in. Where have you been? What have you been doing on a Friday at 4 o'clock? I'm going to have to do a bit of research, see what's going on out there, because this is way much more interesting than anything out there.
And it's nice to have that opportunity to ask a question.
Yes.
I mean, too many times we sit there pondering and then we don't touch it because we don't ask the question, you know?
And there's no such question as a silly question.
No,
so,
never.
Oh, and Ellie as well, first time. Didn't know. My goodness, Ellie, we need to make sure we shout about this. Ellie's been watching since Hochanda started and she didn't know.
Aww.
But in all fairness, we've not been doing Facebook Live since the very beginning of Hochanda. It's always at the beginning of time.
If it helps, it's my first Facebook Live. Here.
I think this is my second.
I've done a couple at home, but here, this is my first. So that's where we're at the moment.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
But there's a few finishing touches I'd like to share.
Isn't that beautiful?
Being as we've got time.
Yeah, please do. Love that.
For a change. I don't normally bring my tape on TV because it takes time. But I think it's important for those that haven't seen it, and it's so simple. So simple, is how to use the tape. I'm a real stickler for glue and tape to the edge.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, so it doesn't lift at all?
That's right. Yeah, I like it nice and firm. I don't want it falling off. So it takes a little bit of time, and we all have our own techniques.
We do.
I know.
I think I'm going to start a craft along campaign.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good for your health, you know, crafting.
Oh, it is.
It's not very good for your inky fingers. Or it is.
Yeah. We're going to speak to people and see what we can do. Are you up for a 24-hour craft?
24-hour?
Well,
gosh.
We'd have to stagger it. We couldn't ask our Amanda to do it for 24 hours, poor thing.
Yeah, I think I'd have to sit down at some point.
I'll bring wine. If that's any help.
Friends of mine get together once a year and we do a craft-a-thon.
Yes.
And it's all day, and I mean all day till late at night.
Wow.
Somebody sends out for chips.
Oh, I'm there.
We have friends there that are baking cakes and we raise
chips
money.
And cake. Oh, I've already put on half a stone. Just even talking about it.
I can't peel me. There you go, got it.
You got it.
Yeah, we raise money for different charities.
Oh, a lovely idea.
Animals normally.
Yes.
So everybody brings some money along, and we have raffles and quizzes.
Oh, it sounds like a fabulous way to spend
and it's just,
time.
well, it's, you know, the excuse of getting together, a
Yes.
group of ladies and gentlemen,
Fabulous.
just spend a day with no particular.
Yeah. Now I'm intrigued. What are you doing there, Amanda?
Right, now you can see the corners have gone. Yeah,
They've revealed
So
the sticky bit. Yeah.
opposite corners for me. Some
Okay.
people do it all the way around. So when I get my card, make sure it's the right way.
Okay.
Is my first hint. And then what that does, it gives us time to get it
Oh, so
where
you
we
can
want
position
it. And then we can tack it on the corners.
That's clever. So you're not kind of committing to where it goes. You can move it if you want it. What a clever idea. My goodness, Blinking, you would have missed that. That's amazing.
You see, these to me, these are things I've picked up over the years that were important to me.
Yes,
and they've
yeah.
made a difference to the quality of my cards.
Yeah. And we
And I
learn so
think-
much from each other,
Yeah,
don't we, as
that's-
crafters?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's all
okay.
about sharing.
Okay.
So, glitter time.
Okay, right, glitter.
Now then,
Important.
so we'll get this shiny stuff all over the place. That'll give
Wonderful.
a few people palpitations. I can do.
I'm just reading all these lovely comments. So many wonderful things here. Mario again, didn't know about Facebook Live. If anybody has just stumbled across us, I know I've mentioned it to everybody that's already chatting to us, but yeah, we do a Facebook Live here every single Friday, 4 o'clock. We do other ones as well. They're kind of snuck in sometimes, subliminal ones. So yeah, do keep your eyes and your ears peeled. All sorts of wonderful things, and we're going to be doing a lot more of them. I just think it's a really nice interactive way of getting close to our viewers, and our viewers being able to get close to our guests, and learning so much more.
Right, it's nice to be with guys over there. I mean, there's people I recognise that have joined us, and
Oh,
people
something
that I
nice.
don't.
Wonderful.
You know.
Wesley's enjoying himself. He's used a thumbs up, a smiley emoji, and fabulous in capital letters.
Thanks, Wes. I have a feeling I might know who Wes is.
Oh, well, he's a fan, obviously. I can tell from here. Brilliant demo, such a lovely card. It certainly is, Celia.
Right, so I've used a little bit of the pen. Because that's nice and fine, it means we can go delicate.
look
Can
at
you
this
see the different
glitter, yeah.
grades now?
Yes, yeah. You've almost got that kind of the bigger grade, and then you've got almost like a dust-like, filling in the gaps.
Now, if we sprinkle that all over her, we found out that actually something quite magical happens, despite not having put any glue on her whatsoever.
Oh, she's got just a little smattering. Oh, wow.
So,
Oh,
can
my
you...
goodness. Let me share that with you guys. That is gorgeous.
How lovely is that glitter?
And all from lovely Tracy's artwork. That's where these designs originate. And of course, Lavinia Stamps, a family business. So Tracy creating the artwork and very, very busy all year round creating beautiful pieces. But you can see that little bit of sparkle.
They're not mass
Yes.
made, you know.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes we sell out,
Yes,
and why we have to put them on hold.
That's
or
it. That's why you need to keep your eyes open
you
for that
collect them
schedule.
later.
Exactly. And I think somebody's asked a question talking about selling out. Ellie, good question. I thought I saw something about you going to use a gel plate, Mandy. Don't really understand the purpose of them, regardless of seeing them being used. I know they're there for backgrounds, but why? Does it make a background more subtle or something? Could you perhaps explain quickly?
Yes,
Is that okay?
I can.
We did sell out of the gel plates, but obviously we're going to have a little chat about those. Fee, Scott, why are you doing that? Fee's asking, what's your favourite colour of glitter, Amanda?
My Fee knows me very well.
Oh, does she? Oh, is this a trick question then?
Yes. Any colour that's in front of me, Fee.
Is that what it is? There you go. I got a feeling we were set up a little bit there.
Yes, like I said, a few of my friends know that glitter's not my favourite.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
Favourite thing. Right, I'm just going to get some card.
Quick goodbye to Jane as well. Jane, you joined us. It's good to have your company. She's got to pop off, so she's just saying her goodbye. So yeah, thank you, Jane. Hopefully we'll see you back here at one of our Facebook Lives in the future again. Diamond Crystal's watching from America.
Oh, hello.
You're in California, Diamond Crystal. I say this every time. I forget every time. I'm hopeless. It's good to have your company. Oh, Tom's off as well.
Bye, Tom.
Dawn's off to research brush shows as well.
Oh, so, go for it, Dawn. You'll love
have to mention this one. Our lovely Hannah is operating our cameras today. Ellie is saying brilliant camera work, isn't it just? I love it. It's all about the team.
Right.
And you're quite right, Jo. Fee is very naughty.
Let me show you this. Right, I've put some ink on the background.
Okay.
Okay. This is Pippin.
Lovely. Now, Pippin's adorable. Comes in a set of stamps. You'll find those on the website.
I'm going to put Pippin just there.
Okay. So this is going
Seems very odd.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got a little Pippin.
Yeah.
It's my card.
Right.
And little Pippin's going just here. This is one of the clever tricks you can do with a gel.
Okay.
And lift that off.
Oh, wow.
And then
going back in
with Pip.
Okay.
Pip, we're best friends.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
In. And then I'm going to pop him.
Okay. No way. Oh, that's like making your own version of the stamp. What a clever idea.
Reversing it.
Yeah, looking in the opposite direction. Because, of course, if you'd stamped that one again at the bottom, you'd been looking in that direction.
The wrong way round. So the jelly's fabulous for that. And it depends on the size of your jelly. This one's not big enough for Celeste. That's, you see, she's too big for that bit.
Yeah.
But perfect for him.
Clever idea.
And a little bit bigger.
That.
But you can see the background.
You're
making a background,
ink.
that's right, as well. So it acts as a second generation.
Yes.
It does create a background all by itself.
Yeah.
It makes a fabulous moon.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think I haven't got one in front of me.
Okay,
but it can make a fabulous moon or a sun or a planet.
Oh, okay. Just having a quick look.
And it's the round, this 4-inch round is great for that wreath making.
That's the one that you used a gel plate earlier on for that. Look at that.
That's right. And that's with brush-os splashed on top.
And this is one of your demonstrations, wasn't it? So which hour was this? Was this 10 o'clock?
That was 10 o'clock.
I was going to say, because we didn't do that at 3, so it would have been 10 o'clock. So if you want to learn how to do that technique, then do check on Rewind.
Isn't it gorgeous all by himself?
So sweet. Such a sweet little character. There's that kind of little fluffiness that it's got in his chest as well. So let's have a quick look, see if we've got anything else that's popped up here. So what else have we got here? Will that glitter stay on the damp VersaFine, or will it brush off when it's dry? I think this is referring back to Celeste a few moments ago.
Yeah.
So with her, the glitter that's on her.
This I made a few days back.
Okay. And you still got the glitter on?
Still got the glitter on.
So there you go. There's your answer. Yeah, it looks like it's going to
so
stop on
fine.
There. Wonderful.
I think if you brush it.
If you're abrasive with it, then it could well
it's still
come
there.
on. Oh, right, okay.
So it moves it a little, but not a huge amount.
Wonderful. And Dawn is asking about the ink pads, the blue and the green that you were working with. That's the colour box.
That's right.
And we've got, these are a pairing on the website as well. And you've got, with your colours with regards to those, your olive and your, which one was that one? Deep Sea. With regards to those.
Remember the stamping up earlier, the inking?
Yes,
That's Vanessa.
The musical stamper. That's what I'm going to know her as now.
Yeah.
I love
her
that
technique.
Ellie,
see, I do listen. See, I do listen.
Ellie's saying there, how wonderful, how clever. Thank you so much. We've got somebody joining us from Germany as well. Ulrich, I think you pronounce that. I can't get a translation. We're going to try and get a translation of your comments. So thank you very much. We'll check back with you in just a few moments. So many wonderful elements of feedback. You can see there. Everybody's
fabulous,
loving
isn't
it.
Yeah.
And yes, Ulrika. Is it Ulrich? Ulrika? I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but saying thank you for the great ideas and best regards from Germany.
Oh, so thank you. Thank you very much.
Dankeschön.
You know,
that's right.
it is thank you. Yeah.
It is Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
Lovely. It's lovely to have this opportunity to share with you. because that for me is what crafting's about, sharing.
It is. And thank you for sharing your time with us, because we know time is precious, and it's lovely to have had your company. I've certainly enjoyed myself.
I
look
have
forward
too.
to us
It's
doing
been
it
fun.
again sometime. So yeah, thank you for your company. Do make sure that you check in from time to time on Facebook, because we have all sorts of fabulous things coming up here. So there's going to be lots as well. So yeah, on a Friday, 4 o'clock. I think sometimes on a Thursday as well. So do check out. Just depends who's around. There's a whole kind of library that's available for you. YouTube as well. Check out our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch past craft alongs and learn so much from our experts. All of the Facebook lives are on the YouTube channel as well. So do go back, and then we will certainly consider and try and get a craft along going with Lavinia's dance as well. So, and thank you so much for the 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock shows
my
today
pleasure.
as well.
I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to say goodbye with lots of love and hearts and all sorts of wonderful things, and thank yous coming from everybody. So yeah, and thank you again for your company.
Thank you, everybody.
We will see you again very soon, I am sure. I will see you a little bit later on. I think I've got the 5 o'clock show final call, so I'll see you a little bit later on. And of course, we've got a launch of a one-day special at 6 o'clock. Until the next time, Merry Christmas, because it'll be next year.
I know, can't believe it.
2020.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We will see you in a little while. So thank you again.
Bye-bye.